Tell your family to reschedule. The Frisco Tubing Hill is not opening for Thanksgiving weekend. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, Summit's overnight snow was a pleasant surprise for powderhounds, dropping 4 to 6 inches countywide. Forecast had called for a dusting at most. Breckenridge opens for the season tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. with 5 inches of fresh and 90 acres of terrain on Peak 8. Breck Connect Gondola, Colorado Superchair, Rips Ride, and Chair 5 are spinning all day. Reservations are required. Uphill access remains closed countywide. It usually does not open until December. You've heard reports that backcountry equipment is flying off the shelves, and Charles Pittman of Summit County Rescue Group says if winter is anything like summer, the backcountry will be slammed.
From 2014 to 2018, we were averaging about 100 calls to dispatch a year. Last year we had 150. This year we're already at about 175. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're pushing 190 this year.
Tune in today at 4 and 5 for another round of backcountry advice, direct from the experts. The Frisco Tubing Hill is losing one of its busiest weekends of the season. Town Council has decided to cancel tubing for the Thanksgiving holiday, saying 700 people per day is too much as Summit struggles with COVID. The hill should open sometime in early December. It earns about $1 million most years. Just next door, the Frisco Nordic Center will be opening on time, Thanksgiving Day. Today brings a second round of deliberations in a Vail murder trial where jurors decide if 27-year-old Leah Ackerson spends life in prison. This from the Vail Daily. Ackerson is accused of killing an Edwards woman in 2018 after breaking into the woman's home with her ex-husband. Prosecutors argue she confessed the crime to a cellmate. Defenders say she was abused and terrorized by her ex, who took a plea deal for second-degree murder. A new sleep study shows 6 hours of sleep is just as bad on your brain as staying awake for 2 days straight. This from the journal Sleep. That study showed people who sleep 6 hours nightly perform just as poorly as those who are sleep deprived, and yet they do not believe they are sleepy. Researchers chalk this up to human nature. We are terrible at knowing how much sleep we get and tend to overestimate. The latest now on coronavirus and hospital capacity. Summit reports nearly 300 new cases of COVID-19 in the past 2 weeks, and Monday alone, 4 locals were sent to Summit Medical Center. Health Director Amy Wineland.
Colorado has now reached the greatest number of COVID hospitalizations that we've ever had to date, exceeding what we had in April.
But Wineland says patients are spending less time in hospital, 5 days now, compared to a week or more in April. Summit County's latest infection rate is 1,026 per 100,000 people, down modestly from yesterday, but still 9 times higher than 1 month ago, with a positive test rate over 17%. Avalanche danger is moderate across most of the state today, low in the northern mountains. Small slides are popping off regularly in the southern ranges. Earlier this week, a skier took a brief ride in a slide on Independence Pass. He was not buried or injured. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, Summit High football is down on the Front Range tomorrow, Friday, for an away game with Fort Morgan. That's the Tigers' first game since October 15th. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.